Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Saturday, the 23rd of October, 2021. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. In it, I channel for the collective, get cards out and all of that, whatever the guys want to tell us or teach us that day. But I also do mini reads in there as well for donations, and so come along in there if you want a question answered by your higher self. I'd love to do that for you. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below for this video, and also one up there as well. But let's see what energies we've all got going on today. What are in the energies today? That's too many cards that came out there. I can't take all of those. Let's try again. What's in the energies for everybody today? What do we need to know about? That's better. 1. That's what we like to see. We have threefold protection. Some kind of a need to protect ourselves today. For some reason. Now, for some, that's going to be financial protection. You might need to check. There might be money going out of your account, or it doesn't need to be a massive amount, but it might just be little bits, or off your credit card. Just check up on that. You might need to protect your finances here and just make sure that there's not anything dodgy going on with your accounts. Just for some. Let's get some more cards out and see. For others, it might be something else. I need to protect yourself. There could be other people getting involved in it, getting sticky beaking, getting involved in your business, all up in your business. You might need to protect yourself from that. What else? Guardian, again, a message about protecting yourself or keeping something protected. Okay, interesting energies. Tell us more. What else is in the energies for everybody today? Hanged Man, changing your mind about something. And it could be connected with that, what you need to protect, because you could have trusted someone. I trusted you. You could have trusted someone, and now you're finding, oh, they're not to be trusted. It's a kind of a good way to be. I used to just think everyone was as legit as me and trustworthy as me, and get disappointed over and over again. And now I'm kind of the opposite. I tried the being open to everyone kind of thing until they changed my mind, until they showed me the red flags. Now I'm more the opposite. Now I'm like, people have got to earn my trust kind of thing. I'm wary of people at first. I'm open, but wary. And I need to watch someone for a while before I'll let them in. And so that just seems to be what works best for me, because otherwise I'm really susceptible to abusers and narcissists, and because I'm so trusting, because I expect people to be like me, and I know that they're not now, you see. Wised up a little bit. So the Hanged Man, you could be changing your mind about someone. Intuitively, you knew this, didn't you? Intuitively, you knew this, said the High Priestess. You felt it when you first met them. There was something about them that you noticed. Or with the case of, because I was getting it clearly right away, I was seeing like transactions on a financial report kind of thing. It could be within your work as well. Someone could be, if you've got a business, someone could be doing something dodgy in there. So just check the numbers. But in your bank accounts and credit cards and stuff, check that. It could be that you were just trusting that, the bank are all over it, and they often are, aren't they? I'm really impressed. When the bank calls me up saying, someone's tried to use a card in Thailand. I'm like, yeah, it's me. I'm in Thailand. But it's nice, isn't it? It's nice that they do that, because it makes me feel reassured that they're on it in case there is something that goes wrong. But we can't just trust that the bank's on it, right? And so you need to protect yourself. Got the Nine of Pentacles energy out today. So this is single, independent, doing things for yourself. And I feel an upturn in finances from this for you independently, not working with others. So a bonus or a raise, but it's just for you, something coming in just for you, not as part of money coming in for other people, or yeah, I'm told to take these. Okay, so then we've got the Three of Cups out with the Nine of Wands. This is other people, the Three of Cups. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You've been hurt before and it's coming up again. Clarity, the Ace of Swords, so that you can do something different this time. This could be a repeat lesson coming up for you. You know how I was saying I have learned to be skeptical of everyone, really, and give people time. Like I'm not hard. I'm not skeptical, like, and treating everyone like they're a criminal. Like sometimes police can do that, right? But I'm not like that. But I'm not wide open, open arms, just letting everyone in like I used to be. I'm not that either. I give people a fair go, but I'm slow to let them in. Now, it could be that you have had a lesson, um, a wounding, a lesson around other people. Could be like this Three of Cups can be a third party kind of a situation. So people cheating and lying and that kind of thing. And maybe you just like openly trusted people before, and now you're gaining clarity on that of what it is that you did to kind of open yourself up to that. Maybe you're too trusting. I just need to let the cat out because she's trying to open the door herself. Every video you want to go out, she's like in and out, shake it all about. Let's get some clarity on all of this then. So the Hangman, you're changing your mind, and I do feel like it's you changing your mind about someone, about the level of trust. People disappoint us, you know. But maybe we should just stop expecting everyone to be as great as we are. The Hangman. Turn of inspiration. Put down those burdens, the Lovers. Oh, okay. The Lovers. Right. So if someone disappoints you and you change your mind about them, it's not your fault. It's their life choices and what they've done. So if we're talking about a lover, say, who's cheated on you today and you didn't protect yourself there, it's not like, why didn't they love me? It's not on you. It's not about you. It's what they've done. It's the choices that they've made, right? And so don't put it on yourself, is what I'm getting here. Put that burden down. People do what they do, and it's because they're a liar or they're a cheat. It's got nothing to do with you, really. It's not. Don't take it personally, is what I'm getting from this. And so you're changing your mind about someone today, possibly a lover, although this can also be a choice as well. So for some of you, this could be like in a work situation. Maybe you employed someone and you had a choice, and and then you find out today that they have been cheating the system and they've been stealing money from your business or something like that. You could don't put that on yourself. Put that burden down just because you chose them. Intuitively, you might have had a feeling about someone, but it's still okay just to find out about people, right? When people reveal themselves and reveal the red flags, it's okay. You shouldn't have preempted that. You don't need to predict these things. Yes, we can listen to our intuition more, but you still need to give people a fair go, right? You can't like interview someone and then say, no, my intuition says no. Like you can think that, but you can't really say that, right? And so you could make a decision based on that, but you're likely going to have to give people a fair go and then them show you a red flag and you change your mind about them. It's okay to change your mind about someone without taking it personally, without taking the burdens on here. So you might be feeling the guilt behind what someone else has done. Why would you do that? It's not what you've done. Don't feel guilt for what someone else does. But there does seem to be a choice that you made here, and so that doesn't make you responsible. It's like that whole sexual assault thing as well. What you're wearing and the choices that you're making, that you decide to go out at night or you walk alone through a park. All of those choices that we make, that doesn't mean that we're to blame for what happens to us. The perps, they're still to blame. It's still our choices. Sacred space. So do make sure that you keep your heart intact here, that you really take care of yourself today. And when your mind and your feelings go to that place of I'm to blame here, stop it. Just stop it. Unless you were the perp, unless you were the one that was doing that, it is not your problem, and you don't need to predict things. This has been I know it's something that people throw at psychics all the time. Like, what? How can you have predicted that? Because we're not about predictions, we're about reading energy. I guess some psychics are about predictions. I'm not, because we've all got choices to make in life, and we can change the trajectory of our lives and any decision that we make by changing that decision. We've got free will like that, and so predictions aren't really true. We can kind of predict what the way something's going if things don't change, but that's about it. And so you don't need to predict whether someone's going to do something bad or not. They might have been on the trajectory of not doing that bad thing, and then they changed their mind. When an opportunity presented themselves, they changed their mind. So 10 of emotions and 10 of voices behind this high priestess here, so you don't need to predict it. Your intuition was saying two things. It's because someone had two options. The 10 of emotions, they could have been fulfilling, or the 10 of voices, it could have been a painful ending. It's always the way, right? It's like when we get into a relationship, is it going to be a painful ending, or is it going to be my happily ever after? It's going to fulfill my heart. Well, probably a little bit of both are going to fulfill your heart a bit, and they're going to break your heart a bit, But how it ends, is it going to carry on forever, or is it going to end? Who knows? There's very few that end up like this. There's a lot that end like this. So, we can be real about that too, and still not making our fault as well. This is reminding me of the guidance that we need less in relationships. If you've chosen a relationship, just because it doesn't turn into your happily ever after, doesn't mean that you chose wrong, because you needed to learn about yourself. You needed to learn a particular thing, and we do need to get into those lesson relationships to learn. We do. We can't avoid them and then just magically have turned into the person that can have a great relationship without healing ourselves along the way. We just can't. So there's a whole lot of energy here about you feeling bad because you didn't predict what someone else did. Not you. Predict what you're going to do instead. You know the kind of decisions that you're going to make. You have no idea a decision that someone else is going to make. And when you met them, they had two options here. They had two options. They could have, proceeded down, maybe let's call it a positive, although there's not real positive and negative, but they could have proceeded down one way. But they didn't. They chose another thing. What's behind this is discernment, choices and healing energy. Your choices have been okay. So something's going down today where it really makes you question your choices and your discernment. Like, I should have known better. When it's the other person that should have known better. It was their choice, not your choice, but you chose them. Maybe there's something to learn there and you're choosing them, but I don't really feel like there is. 9 of Pentacles, anyway, you've got an upturn in your finances. Maybe because you've protected your finances. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? I don't feel this is related. I feel like it's separate. The Page of Emotions, it's something new. Yeah, so you're getting something that, or opportunity, or a bonus or something like that. You're receiving word of it anyway, that it's going to enter your bank account, or a check. It might be receiving a check as well. If anyone does that, and I think Americans still use checks, the rest of the world doesn't. But you might get a notification through that there's going to be some money put in your bank account within the next 3 to 5 working days. That's what the rest of the world does. Americans use checks still. Page of Emotions, it's something like that. It's hearing that you're going to get a bonus or a raise, or some money's going to hit your account in 3 to 5 working days. What's behind this? Praise and abundance. I like it. And it's individually for you, like it's not for your whole household kind of thing. It's not like child support or something like that. It's not, it's not involving someone else. It's a personal thing, is what I'm getting here. Oh, and it's a change. Nice. And so, yeah, it could actually be a raise. In fact, it could be a raise rather than a bonus. It feels like a change that's going to stick around as well. Yeah, definitely could be a raise. Hearing about a raise. Good. Good for you. 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Ace of Swords. But you're feeling wounded here. But gaining clarity on your wounding kind of thing. It could be that you're just kind of realizing with listening to this reading that you're taking the burdens on for other people's choices and it wasn't your fault. 8 of Inspiration, moving ahead. moving on from that. Eight of Inspiration to me is the target card, you know, it's the target and knowing where you're headed now. You get more clarity so that you've got more determination to choose differently for yourself, is what I'm feeling here. So there's a lot of clarity about other people, where you begin, where you end, and where someone else begins and ends, and what is their responsibility and what's your responsibility. It feels to me like I'm talking to people that have been taking way too much responsibility for other people's decisions. We can't do anything about that. Omens. Oh, okay. Omens is behind this, which means that you've been getting signs about this already. And so you've been getting this message from the universe, but it feels like maybe a bit of a more escalated tower moment has needed to happen today to really get you to see this clarity here so that you know where you're going. So you have had omens about this. You could have preempted it if you'd have been more on the ball about the omens that had come in sooner, you know, the guidance, but it's okay. I mean, if you miss this one, there'll be another tower moment, and the universe escalates and escalates and escalates until we notice. Not as a punishment, but so that we notice. So it gets the guidance to us. What's happening in our love lives today? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Intuition again. Especially if your heart's telling you to protect yourself with these energies today. And also, secret admirer. Oh, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting go on. Now, it could be your intuition that's saying that too. For some of you, you could be hearing about a lover, a secret admirer, something that isn't true about them. But even if it is true about them, if they're not in relationship with you yet, and you've not made a commitment to each other, some kind of a verbal commitment to each other, it might not have anything to do with you anyway. So for some of you, this could be about a love situation with the Lovers card out there, and they have done something, and it could be in the past too, and you're hearing about it now. They've done something, and it makes you wonder whether you're making the right choice in this person. But don't burden yourself with that. Like, their choices are their choices, and often their choices, especially if we're talking about a past choice that they've made, it's led them to be who they are now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. All of our challenges in life, even if it's been like self-afflicted, they're all self-afflicted really, but even if it appears to be more self-afflicted than inflicted than others, it's still led them to get the lessons that they've needed and become who they are. Still, you might change your mind about them because of it. You could. It's time to take action, says the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action in your love life. So this could be about a forgiveness thing. You could need to forgive somebody here. Or it could just be this secret admirer that you're trying to figure out whether they're right for you or not. And they need to protect yourself until you've figured it out while you're gathering that information. It could be that for some of you. Have patience with this path. And let me just check what this was. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Secret admirer. Evolution, you realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. So for some of you, you're in a situation where a secret admirer, they're not telling you how they feel, but you intuitively think that you know how they feel about you. You've noticed some signs, and it's going to take some time to evolve for them to get to that point where they're making a choice and like choosing you. And while they are getting to the point where they're choosing you, whether they will or not, it's not a definite here. You might hear the information that you're finding out might make you scared. They might be finding out information about you as well that makes them scared. There's some obstacles to overcome here, but have patience with that. Tell us more about our love lives. today? They like you. They like you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, wanting to date. Someone likes you. This is a slow progression. It's a slow progression energy. Two people that are a little bit wounded and wary of each other. Finding things out. Some things might make you scared and might make you feel like you want to change your mind about them. Just protect yourself in all of that. Take it slow, I would say. What else? What else is in the energies today? Ears wide open. Yes, listen, pay attention, and take a deep breath. So when you start tripping yourself out that, oh, it's all my fault and they've done this, and oh, take a deep breath. Just listen, pay attention, get the facts, get all of, pay great attention. What else? What else do we need to know about the energies today? Trust. Oh, excuse me. Trust. That was all of a sudden. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Oh, okay. This is more about patience than that. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. So trust that a clear path will be shown. Yeah, because I was like, don't just trust. Definitely, that's not the guidance today, to just trust. Just go in blindly and trust people. No, that's not the guidance today. Okay, what else do we need to know about today? What else do we need to know about today? Got dogs getting together with friends, so you could be having a nice time with friends. Chair empty, someone's leaving your life. Yeah, and I think that's your choice as well. I think someone could be revealing themselves and suddenly you change your mind about them. Like, I don't want you in my life anymore. You're not trustworthy. And now I know that. I know that. I didn't know that before. That's okay that I didn't know it before. And I'm not going to blame myself, but I am going to make a good decision now for myself. Is the healthy way to see it. A money path. Yeah, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. I felt like it was finding you today with this. It felt like it's showing up. That money path. You got a desk. Pay attention to your work. And vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you. Yeah, it's that worry that someone's against you today. There is that energy going on. You taking things personally, you thinking that they're doing it against you. They're not. They're just making decisions based on themselves like everyone does. It's not about you. Other people's stuff isn't about you, very rarely anyway. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a green and a red crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly. It's just a bit of fun. Remember, this isn't a private reading or a personal reading. It's a public one. It's a general reading. If you want me to use those red and green crystals, come along for you individually. Come along to my Psychic Cafe show 3 times a week here on YouTube, and I'll do that for you. Those mini reads are by donation in there. And I can also use those in a private read as well, so go to my website for that. And if you've got questions to ask for that reading, then just click on the Contact Us on the website and put your questions in there after you've ordered. So how best to deal with these energies today? I got the Fool here. So you do need to take a risk. And I think for a lot of you, the risk is going to be to cut someone out. Like, protect yourself first. It's okay. You're allowed to. Even if you might be getting something wrong. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, extend that courtesy to yourself. Protect yourself first. Yeah, you don't need to jump on anyone else's grenades. You don't need to lay on the grenades and take the blow for anyone else. And even if you're wrong about someone, that's all right. They're not your responsibility anyway. Turn of inspiration. Put those responsibilities down. Other people aren't your responsibility. You are. So, yeah, take a risk there. Queen of Pentacles, stay in your stability, especially around your money here. Especially just watch your money and, yeah, make sure it's stable. 9 of Wands, your wounding could be triggering you to try and extend yourself to others. In other words, you're wounded, and so you want to like give them the benefit of the doubt and things like that. And it's you that needs that benefit of the doubt. It's you that needs taken care of, like you're trying to take care of other people. So just be careful of that, because wounding can often have us projecting on other people and wanting to take care of them, and we're totally put ourselves in jeopardy when we do that. Six of Pentacles, reciprocation. And so if in doubt, check whether someone's doing something for you. If someone reciprocating, are they giving you enough energy? If you are like giving them leeway, are you sure that they deserve that? Have they been giving you leeway? Have they been giving to you, extending that same kind of trust to you? Have they been, you know, just don't offer it to, so don't be so ready to offer so much generosity to people when they haven't earned it. Yeah, that's the guidance. How else to deal with these energies? So it's pretty full on energies today. The Fool again, another Fool. So take a risk, optimism and freedom. So you can break free of something here that's not been beneficial for you. So think of your yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer, because your answer is yes. That's the green light. Go for it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video and leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on. What is this energy that I'm reading here? Do you know what it is in your life yet? You're going to come back to this reading later to try and make sense of what's gone on today after it all goes down. Leave a comment anyway. It really helps my channel out when you do that too. Thank you to all of my subscribers for your ongoing support. Very much appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do these daily energy updates. I also do 3 pick a card reads a week, and I do my live shows, Psychic Cafe, 3 times a week as well. So thanks again for watching. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.